Happy weekend, brunchers. I'm Bailey Minogue, and this is Too Much for Brunch. Our topic is Monday night. I will actually be going to see the Rebel Heart Tour live. This will be my third time ever seeing Madonna. But a few weeks ago on TooMuchForBrunch.com, I posted a list ranking all of Madonna's albums to my personal favorite. Now, this list has been met with a little bit of backlash, so I decided to do this video to sort of clear things up. First of all, I am obviously a Madonna fan. I saw the Confessions Tour and the Reinvention Tour. Madonna has a very wide fan base and lots of different styles of songs. The way she reinvents herself and the many incarnations there have been of Madonna just go to show how different her fans can be and how different anyone's personal list can be of which album is their favorite. So let's get into it. One of the biggest critiques that I've gotten is that I placed I'm Breathless ahead of Ray of Light. Now that's for two reasons. One of them being I just don't really like Ray of Light. I'm sorry, I don't. And we'll get back to that in a minute. But I think I'm Breathless is just a fun album. People are so angry about that when I'm Breathless wasn't even like in my top 5 or anywhere close. I think it was like number 9. My problems with Ray of Light are also my problems with an album like, let's say, Impossible Princess, or the Velvet Rope album, which is probably a more popular choice for Americans. If you aren't a huge fan of Kylie Minogue, there's a good chance that you probably don't want to listen to Impossible Princess. And if you aren't a huge fan of Janet Jackson, then you probably don't want to listen to the Velvet Rope. Now, I'm not saying that these albums don't have great singles, because obviously we've already talked about Janet's singles, and I Get Lonely is one of my favorite songs from her or from anyone ever. And even on Impossible Princess, Kylie Minogue had a song called Tears, which was not a single, but it's my second favorite song from her. I'm just saying, hearing artists talk about their own personal struggles and make a really personal album might appeal to us, but just regular top 40 people don't really give a what is going on in Madonna's personal life. Now, I don't really care what's going on in Madonna's personal life either. Now, that's not to say I'm not a fan, because I am, but I'm really just a fan of the music. I don't really care about the gossip or who she's dating or people talking about how old she is or that her ass was hanging out. I don't care about any of that. When is the album? When is the video? When is the tour? That's what I'm judging you on. I don't care what you do on red carpets. I don't care who you're dating. I don't care if they're 20 years younger than you. I don't care if you have to write this really sappy album to make yourself feel better. By all means, just make it a good album. If you think about it objectively, if you aren't a die-hard Madonna fan, you're not listening to Ray of Light on a regular basis. That album is actually pretty sad. And when it's not sad, it's overly preachy, and I just don't really care for it.
Edit.
Now, the reason that Hard Candy and MDNA at the lower spectrum of things, while Rebel Heart and Confessions are at the high end of things, is just to say that I like Madonna when I feel like she's being her authentic self. Particularly for Hard Candy, she didn't sound like herself. She sounded like Justin Timberlake. She sounded like Pharrell. She sounded like Timbaland. That wasn't a good Madonna album. Spanish Lesson is one of my, if not my most favorite Madonna song, but it's the only one that I think sounds catchy on that album. I hated 4 Minutes. Terrible song. I'm not a Justin Timberlake fan. Dance Night makes like my ears bleed. It gives me migraines. I feel like if I ever hear Dance Tonight again, I might have a seizure. I'm not here for it. I did like She's Not Me because it's shady, and I did like Incredible because it's a feel-good song, but track for track, Hard Candy is not it. I feel like the people behind her were trying to make her relevant to top 40 by forcing all these trends on her, and that's all MDNA. It's like trend after trend after trend. I think the title was juvenile. Most of the lyrics on that album are juvenile. The only song I really, really loved from there was Gangbang, which should have gotten a video. I think it would have been a bigger song, and also they would have played into that people caring about what Madonna does because she was going through a divorce. It was a very angry song, and he would have eaten that up. Girl Gone Wild was obviously a big anthem for gay men, and it still is a great song. But I mean, it could have been anyone's song. The reason I don't really like that is because I don't want to hear Madonna saying what some other girl could be singing. I want Madonna to do what Madonna can do. And that's where I feel like she excelled on Rebel Heart. Not only did she talk about her whole discography, and she really went through her entire catalog and pulled out all these references on song after song, but I feel like it's this really secure place for Madonna where she doesn't feel like she's proving anything to anyone because she's Madonna. That's why the song Bitch I'm Madonna is such a favorite of mine, is because people have been so hard on her for the last few albums because she's been trying to kind of fit in, but I think she kind of figured out for herself, and the people around her figured out that they don't need to try to make her into a trend because she is a trend. Madonna made this album and it's great. Rebel Heart has 20 some odd songs on the deluxe edition, and only one of them I don't like. I do not like Body Shop. I'm not even sure why. It just kind of irritates me. I don't like it.
Edit.
But my number one album, and my number one will always and forever be Confessions on a Dance Floor. Now, not only is it my number one album from Madonna, but it's actually my favorite album from any artist ever. Confessions I can listen to from front to back on repeat, sideways. I have the remix album, I have the special edition, the live tour demos. Confessions was such a perfect album, and it came off the heels of American Life, which was such an angry album, but Confessions was so uplifting and so strong. It's hard for me to think of a better album to listen to. The way that Madonna reinvented herself with Confessions kind of mirrored with Rebel Heart, because I feel like with Confessions, she sort of took the 80s dance music and really made it work for the time when Confessions was coming out. And it will always probably be my favorite album, and I've yet to hear a more cohesive album from Madonna or any other artist. So thanks for letting me clear that up with you. If you have any questions, you can look at the site and see my full list, and you can also just comment on the video here. I will definitely be documenting my journey to see Madonna live on Monday, and I hope that you join the conversation. You can follow me on Twitter at TMFB_Bailey, and you can also check us out on Facebook, check us out on the website, and don't forget to subscribe because there will be so many more videos coming. Thank you for watching.